Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's FailRace versus the community. Today we've got some more cycled production races, starting off in a old Honda Civic, getting off the line from P16. Of course, with the stock cars we're having to use manual with clutch, no upgraded gearboxes too, so we're going to see a bit of advantage on those not using the clutch as we get run into turn 1 on the outside. A couple of cars in front looking up to P15, but just getting boxed in here as it's all squeezing up here through the first few corners of the Homestead Road Circuit. We're out wide in those couple of positions, but we have the inside for the right-hander, and we hold on down to P17 now, onto the first middle straight of the Homestead layout. We're going to fall a little bit behind as we head towards the first hairpin. We're going to have a dive on the inside from Car Guy. Going to try and hold it round the outside here, see if we can get a run down the second straight. As we come onto it, we're going to get sort of boxed in behind. We go try and see if there's a gap, and there just about is a car's width on what will be the inside for the second hairpin now. Trying to brake late, but not too late to dive into the group of cars fighting in front. On the inside, we're going to lose out to that place that we're side by side with, but we're going to gain a few more positions up to 13th now on the run down the back straight of the oval. Coming up to the left-hander, it's going to be 3 wide as we enter here. How brave are we going to be? We're going to try and stick it in. Car on the outside, backs out. I have a couple of cars again sideways, get onto the grass. We're going to try and look to the inside, but we get a little bit of a punt wide, which kind of helps us get round the car that was spinning around on the exit. As we're now sort of 3 wide through the chicane. It's all very clustered up and clumsy there. Contact, but we come out of it all in P12 now at the end of the first lap. Got a run here on the Skittles car, heading towards the first couple of corners. Will we think about a dive? Not quite close enough, but we do close in quite a bit on the brakes. Looking to the outside, it's going to be very difficult to make a move around here. I'm thinking about, do we commit, do we not? In the end we decide not to commit to a move as it leave us vulnerable with the inside open, so we'll just try and get a run. I have the first sector down the first of these straights once again. In the slipstream we're closing in, can see the difference with gear shifts. By running clutch we'll try and get this move done under braking, but we're in a little bit deep wide of the apex. Skills car getting a brilliant cutback, and we'll get the position back. But once again we're going to have a run on the exit, and we're going to have the inside once again for the next hairpin, much further alongside this time, and we'll pull completely ahead well before the braking zone, pulling a car's length nearly by the braking zone, as they'll have someone dive up the inside. A bit of contact in the rear end for them too, that saw them lose control of their car and lose quite a bit of time. You can see on the replay they've lost quite a few positions. But with that move, we're coming under pressure now from a red car here. They're looking to the inside. They're going to try and commit to the inside, but ultimately it's going to be a bit too tight of a line as we head through the final sector. We're going to have to drop back into line as we see a bit of a cluster of cars in front. Takes us to the middle of lap 3 to close up. I've got up to the back for the yellow car of Gib Gob here, who runs slightly wide onto the grass, really compromising their exit onto the back straight. So we're going to have the run. We look to the inside, and we'll be able to get this move done up to P10 now. Can we just ease in front for the left-hander? Yeah, just about. A little bit of a cut there, but it was clean by Force's terms. So we catch up to the next couple of cars at the start of lap 4. Can we maybe get to the inside here? A little bit of bumper-to-bumper contact. Don't quite get to the inside. Things really backing up here. Can we maybe think about a move to the inside of this right-hander? We're going to send it in, not giving it a lot of space, so quite a bit of contact, but we can't force our way through as we're side by side on the exit. See, do we have the clutch advantage? Looks like we do. So we open up a little bit of a gap before the braking zone. White car tries to come back in the braking zone, but can't hold it round the outside there. So as we come on to the back straight, closing up on Glisker now in front. Into the slipstream, you can see we're closing quite a lot. Glisker not running with Clutch. Are we close enough for a dive into the hairpin? We have a look. We're looking, don't quite get far enough alongside, but Glisker respectfully leaves us a bit of room, as just sort of struggling on whether we wanted to commit there or not. Kind of did the worst of both, of not fully committing but not backing out either, as we head towards this fast left-hander. We think about a move, but just inside stay in line. It's a very difficult corner to make a move, so we're just going to follow Glisker through these final few corners. But we know if we get a good exit from this final chicane, we can definitely get a run down to turn 1 with that clutch advantage. You can see us trying to set up the exit, getting a slightly better exit, and we have the run now. Glisker's going to pull over to try and defend, squeezing us harshly to the inside, but we're alongside already. They're going to hold us tight into turn 1. I just about leave them enough space on the outside. So we head through turn 2. A little bit early on throttle, drags us out wide, but we're going to chop across the nose of Glisker to try and defend the inside, but a little bit wide into left-hander. Glisker gets the inside, but it'll be the outside for the right-hander here. They're going to try and hold it the long way around, and they're able to carry good momentum around the outside, which initially gives them a bit of a run. But will the clutch advantage come back to us? It does. It gives us a little bit of a run, but it's going to be neck and neck into the braking zone. Glisker a bit earlier on the brakes, we're a bit later, and it's a bit too deep. Glisker gets a cutback as the white car and car guy also try and follow through as well, to get a little bit onto the grass on the exit. Can see him to defend as well. Aaron's starting to close up as we head into the hairpin. As there's an opportunity, we make a dive on car guy. A little bit cheeky there, but we get the move done. But does mean we're vulnerable on the exit once again to Aaron. It's going to be side by side down the back straight once more. And then into this left-hander, will we brave it out round the outside? We tried to, but we just can't quite hold it alongside, and we'll have to slip behind Aaron. So down to P11 now. Aaron running a little bit wide, and will compromise his line into the final chicane, very tight into the final corner. Really ruins his exit, and will get him easily there out of the final corner. As we'll approaching now onto the final lap, we're going to try and see if we can chase down the white car in front on this final lap. And halfway through the lap, coming to the first hairpin, we've closed in quite a bit here. They're going defensive into the hairpin. They're a little bit late on the brakes, a bit wide of the apex, so that'll allow us to get a bit of a better exit here. So we head through the right-hander. You can see the momentum that we have, and we get to sort of the inside for that little right-hander. It'll be the outside for the hairpin, but can we get in front before the braking zone? We just about do get in front. The white car late on the brakes, trying to hold around the outside. We're a little bit deep ourselves, but the white car is really deep as well. They'll lose out to Aaron behind, which will allow us to take P9 here on the final lap. We're a bit too far back from the cars in front to catch them as well, unfortunately, so we will have to settle for this P9. A good race there. Shame we made a couple of mistakes, getting used to shifting with clutch, having not done so for a little while, and struggling with the braking too there. Obviously having to get down the gears with clutch, not ideal, especially since I struggle with heel and toe. Well, I say struggle, I just can't do it, so that's definitely a struggle there. We move on now to the second race at Watkins Glen. We've got a Ferrari Nart car, as we get off the line, just underestimating how much power this car had. So it's a slow getaway as the car bogged down a little bit from 18th on the grid. Not the worst start though. We get round the outside of someone just before we get to turn 1, a little bit wide through turn 1. But we'll get to 19th place as we come up to the S's, leaving room for the car on the inside, who backed out of the place anyway, so just meant we were a little bit wide. But as we head up through the S's towards the bus stop now, have a nice gap in front of us, which will hopefully allow us to carry more momentum than those cars in front through the bus stop, as they all hold each other up, going side by side through the bus stop. And you see what I mean? We've got one car in ghost mode there. That'll get us up to 18th place. You can see that gap has just disappeared through the bus stop. We've got a car out wide, but they've managed to gather themselves back up as we head towards the left-hander here of the boot section, getting to the inside of Gib Gup, but things back up on the inside, hitting the car in front. We still get the place on GibGob now, side by side with Alex. We're going to see if we can try and hold it around the outside, but there just isn't. The grip is sliding out wide to the outside of the track, keeping out of the grass, but GibGob's got the place back on us on the inside, but it's going to be a drag race. We're still side by side as we head up towards the hill. Maybe looking for a bit of a cutback. GibGob holds the inside line, and we have nowhere to go with it. It's now followed back up to the main section of the track. Just nowhere to go, trying to wait for an opportunity to present itself through the penultimate corner. Again, still just trying to gauge this car. Went into these races with no practice, so learning the cars on the fly. Alex dips a wheel into the inside grass, pushes him out wide towards the wall in the final corner. That'll be a free position. We've also got a purple car slow here as we head down towards turn 1. They're going to be on the outside. GibGob's going to try and get them on the inside. Both compromise each other. We've got a run on both of them, but we don't have anywhere to go into the S's, so we have to back out of the throttle, not to run into the back of them. Then we miss a shift on the run up the S's, which gives Alex a brilliant run. He's got to lick to the outside. That becomes the inside for the final part of the S's. As we head up the hill, we're going to get stuck behind Absol now, but we pulled to the inside once Alex has gone front, looking to maybe make a move into the bus stop. We think better of it, but Alex gets a brilliant send done on GibGob to get P15. As we want to try and see if we can follow Alex through here, but we're just a bit too far back from Absol. And for the boot section of second lap, we just weren't able to make any moves happen. Trying to stick on the close barrier. Absol runs wide through the tight left-hander into the tyre wall. That'll give us a free position up to P17. As we're now going to try and close up the gap to the cars in front. They're still fighting side by side into the final corner. That really compromises the white and pink car. Let's get a great run out of the final corner in the slipstream of GibGob. We're going to pull in front of the white and pink car. Good pull to the inside of GibGob. Try and make a move, but we're maybe a little bit too late on the brakes. We've slammed into the door of Alex, so we take a quick pause to avoid it. It does run us a little bit wide on the exit. We lose place to GibGob. The pink and white car, as well as another car here, down to 18th. As we head through the S's, we're going to tuck back into the slipstream, see if we can come back using that clutch shift once again. See if we can get an advantage looking to the inside, but deciding to back out of it, play it safer and single file through the bus stop. But still all over the back here. And trying to make a move. We got side by side up in front, which is sort of holding this pack back. See if an opportunity will come our way. As you can see, side by side with the two cars directly in front of us. This pink and white car runs out wide. We will try and take advantage of it and get past, but they're going to carry the momentum. It'll give them the inside for the toe corner, as we're going to try and hold it around the outside once again, but again just don't have the grip and have to slot back into behind. But we're in the slipstream. Go use the better gear shift here to try and pull in front. A little bit of contact is left, a little bit too late to pull alongside. As we run through the hill, we'll slot back into line. Not quite brave enough under braking to get that move done. As we head through the final sector once more, will another opportunity come our way? We've got better run towards the penultimate corner. Do we send up the inside? We do show our nose. We're left the space very respectfully. We'll have the outside for the final corner. A little bit braver into the final corner. Squeeze Coffee a bit to the inside, but we'll get the move done. We've got a car in the wall. It's a purple car of Shadow in the wall to the final corner. That'll give us another free place up to P16 now. So you see a lot of battling still happening in front, so a lot of potential still to go forward as long as we can keep it tidy. We'll cut now to the boot section of lap 4 here. You can see that fighting, really holding cars up side by side. We're going to take the opportunity to get down the inside of Moda. Now looking to the inside of Grumples, have a little bit of a late send. Wasn't really trying to go for a move, but just how slow the cars were side by side in front. One of which running out wide onto the grass will give us another free position. But as we head down towards the hill corner, it's side by side in the braking zone. Grumple's a little more confident on the brakes, braking a little bit later, and we'll take the position back and we'll try and get a move done on the wide car as well. We'll get it done as well as they ran a little bit wide. We're going to see how quickly we can maybe follow through the wide car. Tight line on the exit, really ruining their momentum, and we'll follow Grumples through. Now into the penultimate corner. Can we maybe get a move done on Grumples out of the final corner? Can we set it up so through the final corner, trying compromise the entry a little bit for a better exit? We do get a slightly better exit, and so we pull alongside on the inside for turn 1. We'll get our nose in front. How confident will we be on the brakes? It's very even into turn 1, but Grumples on the outside doesn't have the confidence to run it the long way around, and we'll pick up P12. Cut now to the final lap as we try to chase down the group in front of us. We've come to the back of Rixie, seems to be struggling a bit through the bus stop chicane. Well, we've closed down a good 2-second gap here, so we should have the pace to make a move, but time is running out. Rixie a little bit defensive into the long left-hander here and a little bit wide of the apex. You can see the extra momentum, carrying much more momentum than Rixie expected, just getting into the back of them. But as we head up to this right-hander, knowing that no point steaming into the corner, just try and take a tidy corner to get a better exit. That allows Grumples to close up, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult to get a move here. As we head down towards the hill, you can see the advantage of the shifting. Rixie's going to go a little defensive, but it's going to leave the door open. We're going to send it down the inside. Rixie really trying to squeeze the door as we get a bit force glued on the exit up towards the left-hander here. We're going to try and hold it around the outside. A little bit of door-to-door contact, but we're able to carry a little bit more momentum, and we have the run on the exit to take P11 on the final lap, and we'll be able to pull clear in the final couple of corners. Another good race, as you can see. Alex, so we were fighting in the early stages of this race, 3 seconds up ahead, and he made a mistake on the final lap that dropped him a couple of places. So we definitely could have been much further up had we got through the pack a bit more cleanly in the opening part of the race, which is yeah, a bit of a shame there, but still making up a good few positions, especially in the second half of the race. Wasn't too bad, but definitely could have been better. That's, however, good for this week's FailRace versus community. Thank you everyone very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.